I want you to date. I want you to have fun dating.
Her fans call her America's go-to love doctor. Please welcome best-selling author, Dr. Cassandra Enriquez.
So welcome, ladies, to the Real Love Network Open House. This is my first time doing anything like this. So I'm really excited that you guys have decided to join us. And this is just going to be a really good time, under an hour, where I'm going to share with you how we support you in your love journey, right? In your love journey. So this is an amazing community where I specifically have a team that supports you year round. So here's the thing. I've come to find out that love is not a one time, one day, one moment type of thing. So the Real Love Network really was born out of the fact that doing love by yourself sucks. So I remember when I was single that I would have girlfriends around that meant well, but they'd give really bad advice. And nowadays, what that is on social media, you grab bits and pieces from different places and you try and apply those things. And you wonder why love isn't happening the way you want it to happen. And it's just like, look, you need one place, one source, right? And the way I've structured the Real Love Network is to be able to support you so that you have love in all areas of your life versus just one, right? So what we teach here impacts your family relationships, your work relationships, your friendships, and of course, your romantic relationship. When you get one or if you're in one, really choosing if this is the one for you. So welcome to the open house, ladies. Welcome. So where are you tuning in from? I want to know. I'm nosy. I'm nosy. So what to expect? This is a place where we see you and we hear you, right? So that's one of the things. Ooh, Chicago, I love it. So one of the things that we often say is that this is a judgment-free zone. So what does that mean? What you've been through has made you who you are today. So who am I to judge where you've been, right? My main focus is to push you to where you're going, right? So there's been a gap between what you have in terms of your love life right now and where you want to be. And the Real Love Network is the bridge to help you get there. And so one of the things we often say in our community when you share something personal is, I see you, I hear you. Okay? Because how many of you have ever been surrounded by people before, yet still felt unseen and unheard? Like no one was listening, like no one was there. Like, is anybody out here? Does anybody care? In this place, we do. We see you and we hear you. So, wanted. What does wanted mean? Women achieving new triumphs every day. I believe that you're already wanted. Now it's just to figure out, what do you want? What is it that you want in life versus what somebody else wants? My problem is that society will often tell you that you need a man. You need him to make you whole. You got to figure out what he wants to please him. And at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you right now, sis, you choose. You choose. When he gets down on one knee, and I believe that the man should get down on one knee, not you, that, literally, when he says, will you marry me? You have to, in return, say yes. And we've seen many viral moments on social media where women have said no, right? You've seen it, right? You've seen it. Yes, exactly. So what I want to know is, do you believe that you're wanted? It's really about, what do you want? At the end of the day, right? You woke up wanted. Now, what do you want? There are enough men in the world because you only want one, right? I'm talking to the women that only want one man. Okay, y'all hear me? Because more than one is a little bit too much for me. This is not that kind of presentation. Okay, y'all hearing me? You feeling me? You hear me? Okay. Very good. So a wanted woman, here are the characteristics of a wanted woman. Thanks for the hearts, love. She makes a decision. A wanted woman makes a decision. A wanted woman sticks to her decision. A wanted woman trusts her gut instinct. A wanted woman takes action. And a wanted woman joins a community of love. And that's what the Real Love Network is. Okay?
Before the Real Love Network, where was I? So a part of me thought for a really long time that once they leave, I'll find someone. Billy, once I move, I'll find someone. Or once I do this, or once I do that. So I feel like I was putting up a lot of roadblocks or making a lot of excuses for why it wasn't happening. And I started the process of to therapy about a year and a half ago. And just putting action behind words.
Yes.
So I was really, really frustrated with my love life. I was working on me internally, but I think I needed something focused solely on love.
And I chose something different. And by doing that, I believe, when you put action to beliefs and works, everything just comes together. By me joining the Real Love Network, I created a profile online, and I met my future husband shortly thereafter. The community was everything I needed at the time. The ladies that are a part of the Real Love Network, they are very supportive. They are encouraging. They are your friends. And so the sister circle was instrumental, I think, for me. You also hold, your monthly meetings. That was great as well. The topics that you covered, I think, were needed. Sometimes you would have, folks as a part of your panel as well. So I think all of that added to my experience. And so join the Real Love Network. Coach Cass is everything. She will support you in your journey. She will be there for you. She will tell you when you're wrong and she'll cheer you on when you're right. I do not think you'll regret joining the Real Love Network. I don't. I have my ring.
So, listen, that's just one of many women who have been impacted through the Real Love Network. So that's Priya. So, what can you expect? You can expect discovering why love hasn't worked the way you want it to. Yes. You can learn proven strategies to attract, build, and keep healthy love. Learn how to stop self-sabotage and gain clarity in dating and relationships, and join weekly group coaching sessions for real-time support. And what do? You walk away with confidence, tools, and a plan. Hello, a plan for love that lasts. So here's why you're stuck. So you want to know why you're stuck? It's not because you aren't beautiful or successful, right? The real challenges are lack of time, right? Shaken confidence, fear of being hurt again, mindset that love is too late. Anybody ever felt like this? Drop a me in the chat. Drop a me, drop a me, drop a me, right? So look, Renee was in a relationship that wasn't serving her at all, right? And through the Real Love Network, she was able to get over that relationship. How many of us have a hard time getting over our past, getting over our exes, getting over that last love, right? That part, right? And so one of the things that we have done is we've taught her how to date again, how to enjoy love, how to really have a good time when it comes to being courted. And now she's in a beautiful, wonderful relationship. They're even Facebook official, y'all. Ooh, child, my goodness. So the mainly, it's belief. That's what it is. It's belief. Isn't it time you made yourself a priority, right? And love a priority? Isn't it time you made yourself and love a priority? Here's the problem that I see with most professional women, because I deal with professional women all day, every day, right? So our entire group is filled with professional women from all over the country. And what I find is that y'all work, right? Even the retirees, y'all work, y'all stay working. And if you find that you're resting, you feel unproductive, you feel lazy. And so you're so busy working on these career goals or these house goals or these goals overall that you forget love should be a priority. At one of our last huge live events, we have a big live event in October called Wanted Woman Live, and you should all be there. Go to wantedwomanlive.com, right? And so one of the biggest things that I've seen, one of the ladies said at the last Wanted Woman Live, 2 years ago, she got up and said, you know what, I just retired, right? To the age of 60 something. I just retired and I feel like I gave my job my all. But when I retired and left that job, no one called me. No one checked on me. That door of my life was shut, and I gave so much thinking that, we were family, but we weren't. So today I realize that I should have made more time on the relationships that are important in my life and made love a priority. For some of you, you might be nearing retirement, you might be at retirement, you might be in your 40s thinking nothing about retirement. Wherever you are in your life, I'm going to tell you the day is going to come that you're going to say, man, I wish I did this. Not in a space of regret, because I believe in no regrets, but really this is an alert and a reminder that it's never too late for love to enter your life. But you have to make intention and a priority just like you do everything else in your life, just like your degrees, just like your weight loss, just like your travel plans. Hello, all of it, right? All of it. And we have amazing trips that we go on throughout the year. I'll drop this here, wantedwomantravel.com. If you've ever traveled with us before, you know we have a good time. We're going to Morocco next year. We're going to Cartagena. We're going to South Florida. For my married couples, we're going to Antigua. So we have a good time. But outside of that, what are you doing to work on the soft skills in your life? I know for a fact that you are always doing personal development and professional development, but what about the love area of your life? My thing is, why do it alone? Dating today is not what it used to be. Why figure it out alone when you can have expert guidance and a sisterhood walking you through? Hmm? So, the Real Love Network. Who are we? What's the makeup of this group? Majority of our women are over 40, right? We have over 50, we have over 60, we have over 70, right? If you're under 40, can you come? Yes. What I've realized is that most 30 somethings, they don't take this stuff seriously. It's not until you hit 39, 40 that you're like, wait a second. Hold up. Is everybody I know married? Listen, you could come earlier. I welcome it. But for some reason, the wake up call starts to come later in life, unfortunately. But here's the thing once again, you're not alone, right? You have an entire community to be able to surround you. These are just some of the pictures from what we did in the last year, right? We went to Zanzibar and Tanzania, right? And no, you don't have to be single to go on our trips, right? Now, you've been guessing your way through dating. You've been wasting time on men who aren't serious. You've been feeling disappointed and exhausted. So, what's possible inside the Real Love Network? Clarity. I call it the 5 C's. Clarity around what it is that you want. What you want. Who is it got it? Right? Confidence. Being able to walk with confidence, to date with confidence. Communication. Being able to communicate what it is that you need. I spend so much time with my clients around what to say because literally what comes to you naturally usually isn't what you're supposed to say to a man or to any other human. Some of us have no manners. Listen, I still suffer from no manners sometimes. I'm Jamaican, raised in New York / Jamaica by some independent women. It bubbles up sometimes. It's a daily consistent fight. I don't claim to be perfect. I claim to have community. So we have communication, then we have connection. How do you connect with a man first? Emotionally before you connect with him physically, because here's my problem is that we lead with the physical. Ooh, the chemistry. Ooh, so sexy. Walk around in sheer dresses and underwear trying to attract what? Right? So here's my thing. You have to connect with men in a way that they can see and hear you for your heart. Yes, they want to see the physical, but you don't have to show it all in the first month, in the first day, right? That takes time. That's if you're looking for a lifetime love and not for a one-time love. Be careful. Be careful of all of the rhetoric that's on the internet. And what sets me apart is one, I was married. Two, certified, doubly qualified. Three, I have the client testimonials. Four, we have community. So we have an amazing community that is like no other, right? This community of women truly care, and we celebrate you for the things you normally don't get celebrated for. Let me tell you, we celebrate breakups in our community. If that man ain't for you, we celebrate you. Okay, we're not here to say, oh, what happened to Johnny? And make you feel bad like Johnny was the last man left in earth. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. There are other men left on earth. I call it the last man standing syndrome. Too many times we act like the man you got, the man you grazed by, the man you're in situationship with, the man you holding on to too long is the last man standing. And this is why you end up with an itch. This is why you end up with a tear. This is why you end up with heartbreak. This is why you end up with an empty bank account. This is why you end up mad and bitter old people in our families. Just in case they're watching. I'm not talking about y'all, right? But for some of us, we have some bitter old people in our families based on the crappy decisions made in romantic relationships. I don't want that for your life. I want you to have the type of relationships that make your heart smile. And everything is not a relationship. I want you to date. I want you to have fun dating. And then when the person is right, I want you to choose him as much as he's to choose you. Right? So the Real Love Network is the premier love coaching community for busy professional women. So this is year round. This is not a 5-week course and we let you be on your own. Like women stay for multiple years because they realize it's not just about get a man. It's about having support along your journey, your decision making, being celebrated through all of it, right? You show up as a wanted woman. You learn how to build healthy relationships. You feel confident and clear in your choices. You create the love life you truly desire, and you attract and build with high quality men. We're not here for some bozos. We are not here to deal with men that are not on the same level. And when I say not on the same level, I'm not talking about just finances. I don't think finances is what makes a man high quality. And we'll get into that, right? So this is Karen. Karen says, and this is a beautiful picture of her in Zanzibar. We did a professional photo shoot in Zanzibar. How nice is this? So Karen here. So Karen developed self-confidence while discovering her true self. Before, I struggled with my self-confidence despite being accomplished in my career. I was always seeking approval. Coach Cass is authentic. She pours into us, changing my perspective and mindset. It's been growth after that. Her program isn't about getting a man. It's about getting to know myself. Over 60, I still didn't know who I was. Being part of this program has been life-changing. Sister circles, coaches, and other resources have enhanced my life. Joining was the best decision I made for myself. You won't be disappointed with Coach Cass's program. So she's talking about the Real Love Network, y'all. This is a special place. And we started in 2019, this specific program. I've been a coach since 2004. And so what's beautiful here is that we're in it for the long haul. I truly want you to smile like this in relationship or not. But I'll tell you, there's a different kind of smile that comes when you find the right kind of love, right? It's bigger than love. When love is at the base, everything else falls in place. Our members also show up more confident at work, set healthy boundaries at home, lead with joy in friendship and family, take care of themselves in new ways. It's beautiful, right? So why should you trust me? Because I started off just like you. I was going to marriage conferences as a single woman just trying to learn. I was in a relationship that I thought he was the one, and he ended up married, y'all. I said, I got to do something different. And when I did, I attracted an amazing man who is now my husband, my baby daddy, right? My child's father. We have a beautiful home, a beautiful life where we make impact together. Is it perfect? No. Do we fight? Yes. Does he get on my nerves? Yes. Would I trade it for anything in the world? No. I love him, and I don't even pretend to be perfect. I don't want y'all to think that relationships are perfect and this isn't going to be work, because it will be. Relationships, just like anything else you want, is work. Recently, my daughter raised $2,000 for a puppy. Go see that on my Instagram, which is just amazing, right? At Inspire Many. So she raised money for a puppy, and it has been work. We got a trainer. Why? Because I hire professionals to help me in areas I don't know nothing about. I don't claim to know everything. Y'all understand me? Some of y'all out here claiming to know everything, and all you did was read one rom-com romantic novel and watch a romantic comedy. And you like, Coach Cass, I got it. Where is the proof that you got it? Right? And that's no shade. That's just like, why not invest in yourself to have what you want? I want a well-behaved dog. So why should I struggle and watch 9,000 YouTube videos when there is someone that has the key to the secret key? The thing I need to do, the things I need to do. And it's ongoing. He's not going to be a perfect dog. I need to sit in training every day with this dog, with what I learned from the trainer in order for him to act right. But yet and still, we watch one video on Instagram and on YouTube and we're like, oh, I got it. I'm going to be perfect. I'm going to get my man, be the perfect wife. It's going to be amazing. No, even when you get married, y'all, you need maintenance. Yes, there's always another level to how you can live your life. This past weekend, I went with my family to Cayman Islands, and that's another level of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just beautiful. The going homes are $7 million. Breakfast was $115. Like it's not my normal day-to-day situation. There's another level to how people are living this thing called life. Yes, you can have eggs for $1. Yes, you can have eggs for $115. Is it the same eggs? More than likely, yes. Is the environment the same? More than likely not. So the question is, what environment do you desire to be in? Now, I know for a fact you don't necessarily want to spend $115 on eggs every day, but it's nice to treat yourself, to do something different, to know that there's a different way of living, a different way to life, and then you choose where in the middle you want to be. So as a dog owner, we are practicing every single day what we need to practice in order to be better in how we raise our dog. When my daughter was born, I did parenting classes, I did parent coaching classes, I read books on parenting, I listened to podcasts on parenting, right? I hired professionals on parenting. I got in community with other parents that are in alignment with my views on parenting. Some of you are surrounded by people that do not have the same views of you as you on love, and you wonder why this is not working. Get in the right community. All right, let me keep going. Who am I? I'm Coach Cass, the founder of the Real Love Network. I believe every woman is worthy of real love, the kind of love that fills your heart, honors your soul, stands the test of time. The community was born to remind you that you don't have to do it alone. Together, we walk the journey to the love you truly, truly deserve. I've been certified matchmaker, certified love coach, somatics and trauma informed, active parenting. I'm a master storyteller, certified mental health first aid, EFT tapping, leadership track at Harvard, life coach, well coach, and so much more. Right? I'm an avid learner. So what makes this any different? It's no different. It is no different. So just like our clients, sisterhood, this is a sisterhood that lifts you higher. Being a part of this community has helped me love myself by knowing that I am worth so much more than I settled for, and having an amazing group of people lift me up. The community of like-minded women means everything to me. When I'm down, I have a sister that I can call. Overcome the internal block and chose vulnerability. So this woman, it's like she wasn't vulnerable before, right? Vulnerability is holding you back from the love that you desire. Changed life in a non-judgmental, safe space. Found the courage to try again. So many women have given up on love. I have a client now that just got engaged that we helped her just with her belief. She didn't have the belief that love was available to her. She's over 50, y'all. A true catch. She had to believe that she is a true catch. Some of us have given up thinking that it's not available to us. So what do we have? What does this program include? Live weekly group sessions. So every week, unless it's a rest week, sometimes we want y'all to rest. We have an expert coming to you live. So these aren't pre-recorded sessions that you watch at some point in life. These are live sessions that you get live expertise from individuals that charge tens of thousands of dollars for you to work with them one-on-one, that are a part of this group, a part of this network, a part of this community. So first is me, Coach Cass. I'm a love coach for professional women. I am a certified matchmaker. So what does that mean? I help guide you in life and love to choose wisely, right? So we don't do matchmaking in the Real Love Network. And if you're interested in matchmaking, that starts at $25,000. If you're serious, you can message me and we could talk about it. I don't take everyone. I only take about 2 clients a year because it's real work. And I need to make sure you have realistic expectations, where I still want you to go through this program, because it's no game. Then we have our mindset coach, who helps you to find out what's blocking you from love. So he's a neuroscience performance coach, speaker, certified love coach. The man is just good. The man is good, good. So I want to make sure that your mind is right. Then we have a clinical sexologist, y'all. And she's there to help you reconnect to your innate sexual self. Because when you think about it, where did we learn about sex? Trial and error? TV? Magazines? Where do you go to ask real deal Holyfield questions and get real answers from a professional? Not just Google or Grok or ChatGPT. Because ChatGPT be lying. Let me tell you, that's a story for another day. But ChatGPT almost had me leave my mama in Egypt. It was supposed to be my sidekick, when Ava was raising money and I was like, okay, let me put all the amounts and ChatGPT is going to add it. It just made up stuff. ChatGPT, we're going on a road trip. ChatGPT said this place was one place and it's another place. So AI lies, right? So for those of you that have decided to make AI your therapist, your coach, you have to be very careful. I've seen a lot of stuff on the news lately where people are taking their own lives based on what AI told them to do. I need you to be very careful about listening to a device. And it's so scary, right? So scary. I want y'all to take everything with a grain of salt. You still have your own right mind. But at the same time, I'm bringing to you humans, humans to give you real advice that really went to school to study their craft. Then we have a trauma therapist, y'all. She is so good. She teaches you how trauma lives in your body. You'd be so surprised of why you have a skin growth, why you have an upset stomach, why you have cancer, why you have things growing in your body that you didn't know was growing there, all because of the trauma you've been through that you haven't dealt with. Oh my goodness, she is so good. It is amazing. The ladies love her. And last but not least, we just added a new expert because I listen into my community. And this woman is a grief coach. Let me tell you something. I understand that grief comes along for many different things. We grieve our parents dying. We grieve ailing situations. We grieve losing people. You might be a widow. You might have lost a loved one, a friend, a coworker, whatever. Then there's the grief of where you should be in life, whether it is with your love life, with your finances, with whatever. There's grief that comes with that. There's so many levels to grief. How do you deal with it? So we specifically hired a grief coach to be able to help you with this because we understand that it's tough. It is tough, especially around the holidays, especially around anniversaries, especially around the anniversary of the death, all that stuff. We understand there's levels. So we have added in a grief coach, right? And so we got a love team for you. Isn't that amazing? We have an entire love team so you don't have to carry everything by yourself. Inside of the Real Love Network, you have access to a full team of experts. Isn't that amazing? Just imagine trying to hire each one of these people year round. You wouldn't be able to afford it unless you live in Cayman. That's a different budget, right? So when I talk about each person, to hire each person individually is tens of thousands of dollars, but through the Real Love Network, you get it at a fraction of the cost. It's amazing. On top of that, I host a bi-weekly accountability session called Sister Circle Mondays, right? Every first and third Monday, depending on holidays and scheduling and such, right? So it's for the most part. So we have a safe place for you to check in, share wins, work through challenges, build consistency, encouragement, accountability, build community. It's just a beautiful place. And you walk away with clarity and confidence to keep moving forward. We also have a love curriculum. So when I said those 5 C's, so we have classes and courses that go along with those 5 C's. And then we have a place where you can drop your wins and get excited. We have places where you could drop questions. It's just a beautiful space where you're supported. So we have a private community that's off of social media where you can truly share what's going on with you, right? It's just nice where you can see all of our events and register for them and they sync to your calendar. We try and think about almost everything, girl. So literally, it's a private community of like-minded women, professional women that desire more. So for the women that don't want to wait another year and know it's your time.
My name is Natasha Gordon, and before I started working with Coach Cass, to be honest, I didn't have much of a social life, and I didn't really do much other than work, school, and whatever I had to do with church. I was very over dating at the time, and I really I realized that I had to change something within myself, because I said, the common denominator in all these situations is me, and I need to decide, am I going to change something about myself, or am I just going to be single forever? So I decided to make some changes and decided to reach out to Coach Cass. When I first started working with Coach Cass, I was a little nervous because I wasn't sure what to expect. But she was very direct, which I appreciate. I learned a lot about myself, as well as really how kind of I portray myself to others and the type of men that I was attracting. After working with Coach Cass, I was able to find somebody who I probably wouldn't have ignored otherwise if it wasn't for the nudging of Coach Cass. I probably would have ignored otherwise, but somebody who respects. My name is Natasha Gordon, and before
somebody who respected her, somebody that was there for her, and now they've been happily married. So now, quick start with Coach Cass, right? So when you take action, you'll get a quick start with me. I want to know exactly what's going on with you, right? So this is not a place where you're just another number. Like, I joined a membership the other day. I feel like another number. Nobody's checking for me. Nobody's checking on me. Nobody's texting me. Nobody's asking me where you at. Nothing, right? I'm like, okay, I guess I'll get what I get and I don't get upset, right? So that's not what this is. We care. So you get a quick start with me. What makes the Real Love Network different? And you can apply at reallovenetwork.com. That's the link right there. What makes this different?
So this has been the most memorable and just happiest trip that I want to say ever. And I am just eternally grateful for the experience, because I didn't even know that I could really have fun, and that I could really have fun with women where we could just talk about every topic, and then I could really be myself and I could see them be themselves. And so everyone has just been extremely authentic, and I love it. I didn't want to leave. That's why I was like, I don't care what the price is. I want to stay. I need more time, because I just want to soak in more of this experience. So, I mean, this has been 1000% worth it.
So that's the type of environment we create. We're mature and not manipulative. This isn't about playing games or memorizing rules, even though I am certified rules coach, right? I still went through all the trainings to see the different methodologies. This is grown woman love, rooted in emotional intelligence, personal healing, clear strategy. We don't just talk about love, we teach how to sustain it. We're not here to just get you a date. We're here to support you through courtship, commitment, and intimacy, all the way to your forever. We guide the whole woman. Our team includes a married love coach, a licensed sexologist, a certified experts in mindset, communication, trauma, and grief. We blend spirit, science, and strategy. You'll pray. I'm Christian, just so you know, so we're not praying to random stuff. You'll pray, you'll reflect, you'll plan, you'll date. You'll learn how to receive and how to keep a relationship that feeds your soul and fuels your purpose, right? This is not get the guy coaching. This is become the woman who receives and sustains love, real love. And that makes all the difference. This is the community that will guide you to achieve your love goals. Hashtag love goals. So this is Gail. She found love again, and this time it's healthy. So I didn't think I'd say this again. So she's over 50. I'm going to say she's turning 50 something this weekend. She's a OBGYN, super busy, has 2 ailing parents. She didn't think she'd say this again, but she believes in love, real love. Love that feels safe, exciting, hopeful, and mutual. Being in the Real Love Network reminded her that love isn't something she has to fear or chase. It's something she can attract with clarity and confidence. She can honestly say, I'm excited about my relationship and even more excited about the future we're building together. Like, how amazing is that? Like, her man will take her dad on his doctor's visit. Like, how amazing is that? How many of us have ever been scared, like, oh, I have too much baggage, I have too many things. But really, it's just like you're afraid to ask for help. What I see for you inside the Real Love Network is no more wasting time on the wrong men. Confidence walking into any date. More peace, joy, fulfillment in your everyday life. Stronger boundaries at work and at home. Energy to pour into friendships, family, and yourself, even your sorors, right? So we got deltas, we got AKAs, we got SGRO, we got Zeta, we got everybody in here, right? Support, guidance, and accountability every step of the way. And most importantly, I love that last. But that love that last starts with you. Being able not to put your life on hold. You see, we travel the world together and have a really good time. So Dashka said, soft life unlocked, right? So before the Real Love Network, I didn't realize how much I was operating in overdrive, overthinking, overdoing, overfunctioning. Now I'm leaning into softness like never before. I'm wearing my pink fully in my feminine energy and letting sensuality, health, and joy be the new standard. I've learned how to shift my thoughts towards what's good, what's possible, and what's for me. I'm embracing all the versions of myself that I once pushed to the side, and phew, sis, it feels good. Don't wait another year wondering what if. Join the Real Love Network today. This is your invitation, y'all. Would it be worth it if all this did was help you increase your confidence? Yes, yes, it would. It's a real question. I want you to drop real yeses. Would it be worth it if all this did was help you stop self-sabotaging? Yes, yes, it would. Would it be worth it if you attracted the right kind of love starting with you? Yes, yes, it would. Would it be worth it if it helped you fix your picker? Girl, you know it. Would it be worth it if you were no longer alone in your love journey? I don't want you to be alone anymore. You don't ask yourself if you deserve it when you buy those concert tickets, when you get your nails done, when you book that vacation. Finding the love you desire is priceless. You deserve it. So I invite you to join us today by going to apply at www.reallovenetwork.com, right? So what happens next? Pretty much you and I have a conversation to see if this is the best route for you. If it is, we welcome you. If it's not, I'll give you other resources or refer you to someone else. At the end of the day, my main focus is for you to be in the best position to have the love and the life that you desire. So if this resonates with you, if you're like, you know what, this crew seems like a cool crew to be in, come on and join us. We'd love to have you, period. So you can scan right here to check out other testimonials that we have. And what I'll do is I'll stop my share so that I can go to YouTube and also show you where to go to see our testimonials. Let's see here. So where you want to go is reallovenetwork.com to be able to apply. So this is where you come to see all of our goodness. So here are testimonials that we have. Here's some from this year. So I'll go ahead and play a few for you.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Grady, and I am a project manager. I've been in the Real Love Network for 4 years now. What I love about the network is that Coach Cass will support you through the highs and the lows. The level of support and care and advice that I've gotten from Coach Cass, as well as the other ladies that are part of the network. Also, Coach Cass will hold you accountable. She will, pat you on the back, hug you, comfort you, but she will also ask the tough questions. She's allowed me to remember to wear my pink. I wore this color on purpose. It was a reminder to myself that I can be a softer version. I don't have to make all the decisions. I don't have to be in control of everything.
Isn't that nice? Oh my goodness. Oh, so good, so good. Tiffany's amazing. So Tiffany was in a long-term relationship, but then realized that this person wasn't the person for her. And we celebrate that. So we don't kick you out when you get in a relationship, and we don't keep you in, right? Essentially, when you're in a relationship or not, being a part of the Real Love Network is a safe place to come to walk through it all.
Hello, my name is Dawn. I serve as a partner and development manager for a state social services agency. Being a member of the Real Love Network has really been life-changing for me. As a professional woman, I'm always busy, and the Real Love Network has taught me that I don't have to be that superwoman, or I can redefine what superwoman means. Every time we get together, whether it's a master class or a therapy session, or even our adventures across the world, there is always a piece that I learn from. It's not just the fun vacation, there's a nugget that I know that I'm going to take home and learn more about how I can improve my life and make changes for myself. Being part of the network has really helped me to grow, to learn more about me, and prepare myself for the love that God has for me.
Just beautiful, right? I'll share one more.
I realized that I wanted to make a change, and a change for the better. I just really want women, no matter what your age is, to not be afraid of love, to not be afraid of life. Just embrace it. Looking to discover what it was that I truly wanted, what I truly needed, and what I truly deserved.
So those were just some of the testimonials. You can, go through my YouTube here to check out all the things. It's at Coach Cass on YouTube. And essentially, yeah, that's it. Just come to reallovenetwork.com to be able to apply for us to have a real conversation. I want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time and out of your day to see something different. I know for many of you, this is something brand new to invest in yourself around the area of love. And I want to say kudos to you for realizing that this is an area that you want to work on, just like you work on new recipes, just like you work on sewing, just like you work on what colors look good on your skin, just like you work on your travel plans. You hire a lot of the time people to help you with those things, right? So you seek out help. So I'm the help. The help is here. The Calvary is here. The chariot is here to join an amazing community that cares about you, to lead you to the type of love that makes your heart smile and just gets you super excited, right? So much love and many blessings. Thank you so much for joining us here today. And I can't wait to support you to the love that lasts. Bye-bye.